Hey guys, I am Heather Slayton. I am Nicholas's mom, and as you can see, I am joined today by Nicholas, Sarah, and Emily, which are his sisters. And we are going to do a video for you telling you a little bit more about gardening and all the fun to be had in the garden and kind of why we garden. So stay tuned for more about that, as well as we are going to show you guys how to plant your very own sunflower seeds, which were grown here in our garden last year, along with some other fun seeds. So let's get started.
These are our carrots we planted on March 15th, and now they are seedling size. And we planted these marigolds here to attract pollinators.
So what they're telling you is we planted these carrot seeds back on March 15th, so a few weeks ago now. They have grown to a seedling size, so we're going to thin them down as they get a little bit bigger. And to attract pollinators and things like that to our garden, we also have planted marigolds, birds and hummingbirds, bees, things like that absolutely love marigolds, so we grow those in our garden every year. And we've also got some tomatoes planted for our family to eat. The kids love tomatoes. And we also have bigger carrots over there we're going to show you, and we may even actually harvest one today. So a few weeks ago, we bought some carrot plants that were already started, so they were up a good size that will be ready to harvest sooner while we're growing our other carrots. So these are the bigger plants. These are actually a baby carrot variety, so they'll still be a small carrot when they're grown, but it's a little bit early to harvest them now, probably for us to eat. But since they do have a decent start to them, we will end up picking a couple of today and probably end up feeding them either to our goats or our chickens, maybe even our horses. So what I'm going to do is I am going to separate the dirt a little bit so that you can see the carrots right there. So really neat to see that in the garden, especially if you've only ever seen them in the grocery store. It's kind of cool to be able to see that. So I am going to move the dirt back just a little bit, and then I am going to let Nicholas, Emily, and Sarah harvest one each. So what they're going to do is they're going to kind of separate it from the rest of the carrots there so that we don't harvest all of them. And they are going to pull one. So Nicholas, I'm going to let you grab that one there.
Can I go second? That one? That last one, yeah.
Yes, that one right there. So just pull on the carrot itself.
I can feel it.
Yep, just kind of lightly tug. And pull it out and let's see it, Nicholas.
Come on, just pull it.
You can pull the green too. All right. So Nicholas, show us your carrot. So there you have it, a baby carrot. So really it looks pretty good. All right. You gonna eat that carrot? All right, so Emily, I'm gonna let you get our next one out.
Wash this.
Not yet. We're not gonna wash it just yet.
I might eat it. Oh, carrots.
They have to be cleaned first, but let's see it, Emmy.
Oh no, it ripped.
It's all right.
It's kind of weird shaped. Oops.
Oh, you snapped it in two.
I snapped it.
All right, so Sarah, we're gonna let you harvest the carrot.
Can I pull another after Sarah because I kind of ripped it?
Just one for now. They're not quite ready to go, but they will be even more so in a few weeks.
Can we still eat it?
Yeah, after they're washed.
Oh, is that a root? That's a root that came out of the I'm gonna feed this hand.
Very cool, huh?
Feed it back, Mom.
So a few weeks ago, we bought some carrot plants already planted, or already potted and growing. They're a baby carrot variety, and they will be ready to go much sooner than our seedlings that we have started over there. We wanted to do that so that we had carrots kind of going all season long in different stages. So this is what they look like when they're a little bit bigger. And we've already scraped some of the dirt away so that you can see here kind of what they start to look like. It's really neat to see the carrot there and to see it in its growing stage. So just to pull it out, this one is not quite ready yet. I'm gonna actually end up covering these back up so they grow a little bit more. The kids already picked a few while ago to show you, but they are really neat, especially for the kids to see growing out of the ground. And when you can kind of scoop the dirt away and see them, it's a neat thing. So Nicholas has got his, he picked a while ago, and I'm going to show you. This one is a pretty decent sized baby carrot. So living on the farm that we do, we have goats and horses that love these, and rabbits. So we are going to probably end up feeding those to them, and they love the green too. So Sarah picked a carrot as well.
It's really curved and weird.
And then Emily picked one. Come over here, Emily, and we'll show yours.
I ripped it while I was picking.
Emily's, as she was picking it out of the ground, broke in half, but that's okay because they'll still eat it, right?
Yeah.
They'll still eat it. You would still eat it too. So these are our carrots. I'm also going to show you guys sunflowers. So we talked about those a while ago. And if you can see, Nicholas is wanting more carrots already. See that right there, that leaf that's sticking up out of the ground? That is a sunflower started. So we're going to show you next how to start your own sunflowers. Weeks ago, I know you boys painted pots at a Trail Life meeting. Nicholas actually missed that meeting. He was out sick. So we painted our pots here at home. And the cool part about that was his sisters got to participate too. So if you have any brothers or sisters who were not in Trail Life or did not get to participate that night, you can paint your own pots at home. Nicholas painted his, and I'll let him show you his. So Nicholas, show us your pot.
Sorry, I dropped the seed.
That's okay. So Nicholas painted his. He wanted it to have a camouflage look to it. And then Sarah, you can show me yours.
Mine, I did like flowers all around. I thought kind of like, top of them like that.
That's really cute. And Emily, do you want to show us yours?
I painted, these are not ladybugs. They're just little dots I made. And I do smiley faces and sad faces and worried faces.
Fun faces all over.
Yeah, and it's purple. And in the inside, I kind of painted it, but you can't see that.
So what you are going to do, and our dog Doc is in the background too, helping out as usual. So what you guys are going to do is at home, you're going to take whatever pot you have. If you don't have a pot like this at home, I'm sure your moms or dads might have a pot laying around you could use. You're going to fill it with soil. Also, another fun thing to use is old coffee cups. So if your parents have an old coffee cup they're not using, that's a fun one to plant in as well. You're going to fill it with soil. If they have any potting soil or garden soil, you can use it. A lot of times just plain old dirt from your yard, as long as your parents are okay with you digging there, works really well too. So you're going to take and fill your pot with dirt just like Sarah, Nicholas, and Emily have here. And what you have, you've got a couple of different kinds of seeds in your envelopes we sent you, but one of the baggies has sunflower seeds in it. So you're going to take those sunflower seeds and plant a few of them in one pot and kind of spread them around. I'll let Nicholas show you what he's going to do.
I'm going to put mine in the middle.
So you're going to plant them all around just in case something didn't take or grow well. You put a few in there, and then you're most likely assured that one of them at least is going to sprout. And if you're lucky, maybe all of them.
Mama, I need a new one. I accidentally moved it.
That's okay. We'll get you another seed. There you go.
Thanks.
So Nicholas is planting his now. Sarah is going to plant hers as well.
So now?
Yeah, you can plant yours now. And then Emily is going to plant hers.
What I like to do is just kind of like stick my finger in there, just kind of put it in, and then cover it up with extra dirt.
And carrot. Nicholas still has his carrot there too. He's loving on it.
I'm gonna. Can I?
Yes, you sure can.
I just poke a tiny hole because I don't think they need to go in deep. I'm gonna first plant this striped one, and now I'm gonna plant another. That's
Nicholas is having fun as usual with this project.
And if you don't have enough dirt where you just poke through, you can just take a little from the side.
Yeah, so they need to be about a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch deep. And then you can also take a little bit of soil and put on top of them too if you don't want to use your finger to poke down in there and make a little hole for it.
Or just stick them here. I'm just gonna put some extra.
Yeah, you can put a little bit of extra in there.
I just would have put more. Did I have some? I have 3 black seeds planted in it. This is soil that we used to have for another plant, I think.
Yep.
That's why it has roots in it still.
Yeah, we used some old soil that we had, but it grows really well. Now you should start to see a little bit of green peek up out of there within probably about a week, maybe a little bit longer. Set them in a sunny place and then kind of dampen them daily for the first few days. And then make sure they get plenty of sun because they're sunflowers. Well, you've probably heard about the Garden of Eden in the Bible. What you may not know is in Jeremiah 29:5, the Bible actually tells us to build houses and live in them and to plant gardens and eat the produce from them. So it's really cool. Not only are you growing your own gardens when you're doing that, but you're also following what the Bible tells us to do. So it's kind of neat. Another thing we've learned about, we homeschool, and I know a lot of you are doing homeschool right now. We have learned about growing our own gardens and learned about the victory gardens done in World War I and World War II. I learned some really cool facts I didn't know either until the kids and I started watching a video about it. So back during the wars, there was a shortage of produce because they needed to send all of that produce, or a lot of it, to the troops overseas for them to eat and to provide that extra nutrients they needed when they were busy working, fighting wars, things like that. So they produced a series of videos for the American people to teach them how to grow their own gardens and what they needed to survive on. So it's really cool. Your parents can help you look up some neat videos about that and learn more about what they grew and how they grew it and the different things that they did. Just a second, you can. And do that kind of as a school project, some really interesting information, and learn more about growing your own garden so that you know one day how to feed your family, even if you don't have a garden where you are now. Even if you live in a small house that doesn't have a lot of land or an apartment, you can still grow vegetables and things like that in containers. So that's really cool as well. A neat way for you to see what you're eating and to grow your own food. I know from experience, it was really cool last year. We had our first cucumber garden and we enjoyed being able to grow cucumbers every week and to eat those and have all kinds of fun with it. So the kids started eating before we started the video. Sarah's already eaten most of hers, so she's got a little sliver left. But apparently they're pretty happy with how their carrots turned out. Are they yummy, you guys?
Yeah, I haven't tried them yet. I'm not going to eat this one because I know.
Oh no, we dropped one in the dirt. Is it yummy? Yummy.
This is just like regular carrots.
Just like regular carrots, but it was grown in our garden. Nicholas is already wanting to pick the rest of them. So guys, we hope you had fun with this video. We have enjoyed videoing for you. We're also going to show you a few of our animals too and feed them a little bit of the goodies from the garden so you can see that, because it doesn't just feed our family, it also feeds our animals.
I snapped it.
So like we told you, we have got marigolds, and that's just one of the many flowers we grow in our garden to help attract pollinators. So bees are one of the big pollinators we have around here, along with butterflies and things like that. They help to attract them and they pollinate them, and then that pollination helps our vegetables as well. You can find in a garden that has more pollinators that they grow faster and bigger, and we have even found that the produce tastes better when we have a really well pollinated garden. So be sure that you don't just grow vegetables. You look up for your area what the best pollinators are and also what grows best with what you're planting. In this bed, we have got carrots, tomatoes, and marigolds. And then we do have our one lone sunflower down there. And then in our other bed, we have got cucumbers. We even have a few strawberries planted. And then we have corn that we planted a few weeks ago that is starting to sprout as well. So hopefully by summer, we will be harvesting our own corn and our own cucumbers again. So another one of the animals on our farm are chickens. So those chickens produce eggs for us that we eat daily and produce daily from them. And one of the keys to them laying eggs better is not just chicken feed, but it's also greens, grasses, things like that. So the carrot green stems, like Nicholas has, and I think Sarah has some of those are a great source of nutrients for them, something they think is really yummy, and they'll even eat the carrots too. Probably not while the kids are holding them. Usually they'll like to be set down to eat. You can hear our chickens talking as well. But this is one of their favorite chickens. And Emily, what is her name?
M&M, but her real name's Midnight Moon.
So Midnight Moon, which we also call M&M. She is one of our favorite chickens and one of our best egg producers. But we love feeding them those kinds of treats too. So our garden doesn't just feed us, it also feeds our animals. And in turn, they lay eggs and things like that for us as well. Wow, there's a lot of eggs. How many eggs are in there, Nicholas? So 9 eggs in one box. These chickens are laying a lot of eggs right now.